Hello, it's Tom Donald from the London Contemporary School of Piano. Well, here I am in Leipzig, Germany, here sitting at this beautiful Blüthner grand piano at the Blüthner Piano Factory. This one's just come out of the factory. It's a pleasure to be here this evening on this cold winter's evening, and we're going to make some beautiful music together. Today, we are going to learn how to connect chords and scales together when you're improvising on the piano. This is a really important topic, and it's a topic that's going to really help your playing, but we're going to get very creative because I'm feeling very creative right now. And if you're a fan of our work at the London Contemporary School of Piano, do head on over to our website to get our free resources kit, which accompany all these videos, including this one. I'm sitting at this beautiful piano that's made out of acrylic. Can you believe it? This is one of the most traditional piano brands in the world, founded in 1853, and they still innovate. They still make pianos in different styles for different types of customers around the world who have different, interior designs. And I'm sure this piano is going to be sitting in a museum one day, like 100 years from now, because it's I'm feeling creative. I want to get the creative juices running. I'm not feeling too traditional and sticking to a score right now. I don't even have the music stand on. I'm feeling like playing around with chords and scales and joining them together. I'm going to show you some great tricks for doing that. Like, for instance, let's start with a trusty C major 7 chord. Like, if you were playing a C major 7 chord, what scale would you put on top of that? So I see a lot of students will just say, well, it's a C major 7, I might as well play a C major chord. And there's nothing wrong with that, like, it works. It's totally logical. But I'm going to show you how to add a little bit of magic to that. See, one note that sort of slightly dulls it a bit is the F. That's because the major 7 has a real shining quality. It's got a real warmth and comfortness to it. And just that F just feels a little... It's okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but we're going to replace the F with an F sharp. So we now have added like a sharpened 4th on top of the major 7. And this particular scale fits with major 7 chords really nicely. What is this scale? Well, it's like we're playing a C major scale with a sharpened 4th. It's often referred to as the Lydian mode. Think of West Side Story, Maria, or for those of you who like The Simpsons. This fits with any major 7 chord really nicely. So let's do a bit of a major 7 jam. Sounds quite good, doesn't it? Let's try another major 7 chord. What about an E flat major 7 chord? So I'm going to do the same thing. I could play an E flat major scale, which is this, but I'm going to sharpen that 4th. And I get this. Let's do the same jam. Back to the C major 7. Do the same thing now, returning to this scale. So it's good to overlap the chords a bit. Back to the C. Sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away, but it's just the scene here. It's just really fun. It's very inspiring to play with these chords and play. I mean, I'm just in a room filled with beautiful grand pianos, so I'm feeling the energy right now. So I hope you can channel some of that with me. Let's find a couple of other chords. What about a D major 7? Same type of things apply here. We've just got our D major scale, or we sharpen the 4th to get that Lydian mode. It's just got that lovely magic to it, doesn't it? Let's do it in a slower manner. I'm going to arpeggiate the chord in the left hand, and I'm going to play the notes from this D major with the sharpened 4th in octaves in the right hand. Just drawing out notes slowly from the scale. Just exploring the texture of the music. And I'm just keeping those 4 notes running in the left hand. And the texture of that octave in the upper register of the piano, it's just got that lovely shine to it. And if you'd like to hear more of my solo improvising on the piano, when I'm not in tutorial mode, you can check out my latest album, which is Improvisations in every single major and minor scales. The name of the album is called My Tempered Clavier, and it's available on Apple Music and Spotify, where you can freely stream it. What about back to the C major 7? Okay, so let's now put some other chords with some other scales. That was our major 7s. Now we're going to put some scales with some minor 7 chords. And we get some very interesting options when we're dealing with minor 7 chords. So I play a D minor 7 chords. What can I do with a D minor 7 chord? And the first thing I can do is I can put a blues scale against it, a minor blues scale against it. Totally classic thing to do. And it's even a really good way to find a minor blues scale. If you do struggle finding your blues scales, a lot of students do, I know, but you're good with your minor 7s, you could actually use your knowledge of your minor 7s to link it to the blues. How do I do that? I just add the 4th note above the root, and the 4th note and the flattened 5th. Or it could be seen as a sharpened 4th if you prefer. And you see I've got my D minor 7, but then I just add the G and the G sharp. I've got all the notes of the minor blues scale. With that sharpened 4th or flattened 5th note, you can use that to slip. You can use that to slip upwards or downwards. And it just sounds really good. Just crunching a couple of minor 7s in the left hand there. Works well, doesn't it? You can hear how it works well. So yeah, that's how I can put the blues against a minor 7. But I have other options. It doesn't have to be a blues, a minor 7 chord. It could be something a little bit more, just a bit more dreamy and descriptive. So I can put a Dorian scale against it. How do I do that? Well, it's actually quite easy in this sense. All I have to do is just put the filler notes in D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And that's a Dorian scale, a D Dorian. Same notes as a C major scale. It's like a C major scale starting on a D, but that's the sound. You know, the Dorian sound has that. say, the Elizabethan sound to it. I think of songs like Scarborough Affair. I'm just going to spin around those 4 notes in the left hand and improvise in the right hand. You can put the pedal down. That's the thing, when you're sitting down on a grand piano, everything just sounds great. You know, I'm just playing the white keys on the piano. Got my foot on the pedal. It's the miracles of our tuning system. In fact, actually, our tuning system started to solidify in European and Western musical tradition just down the road from here at the Blutner Piano Factory, just down the road. That's the church where Bach, J.S. Bach himself, was composing music in every major and minor key, and he was celebrating how the harpsichord had the ability to play in all the major and minor keys to make life easy for the composers, basically. And here we are today, hundreds of years later. The piano's been invented since that moment in 1722 when Bach composed the Well-Tempered Clavier on the harpsichord. Not much has changed harmonically in music. So think about that next time you upgrade your iPhone because you feel like you're missing out on something. Some things just don't change. So now let's put this into a C minor now. And I have my Dorian mode on the C minor. Now go back to the D minor. Then back to the C minor. Let's now move to the next chord, the C7. The dominant 7 chord. So what scales are going to fit with the dominant 7 chord? Well, I'm going to ask you to guess what scale would work well with this chord. I mean, it's not going to be a C major scale because we'll have a problem. That doesn't work, right? So we just replace the B with a B flat. And this is known as a Mixolydian mode. It's the major scale with a flattened 7. I just prefer to call it a major scale with a flattened 7. Do I have to really speak Greek? And this scale fits really nicely. Now I'll go to an F7. And it's the same thing for the F7. I play the F major scale, but I flatten the 7th note. G7, F7, I added a bit of a flattened 3rd there just to give it a slightly bluesy feel to it. So we played around with a few chords now. What we're going to do is I'm now going to compose a random chord progression and I'm going to add the associated scales we spoke about to the random chord progression. Now wish me luck, because I'm sort of just going on a flow now. And if you'd like to hear more of my work where I improvise, I have an album where I've recently recorded at a beautiful concert hall in Latvia, in the Great Amber Hall. It's one of the new great concert halls in the world. I'd love you to hear it. It's where I improvise in every major and minor scale, and I call the album My Tempered Clavier. So, let's play around with some chords and some scales. Let's see what happens. Play along with me. We've got some annotations on the screen to help you out. A flat major. Now get to the piano and get inspired.